allow the children
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, my ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, my ego don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say my ego don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do even no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say my egun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. My egun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. My ego don't come, oh, yo. My ego diary politico.
Hello there.
My ego now I'm on do.
Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun live. I don't know if some of you have indeed been following the developments in the Nigerian Senate, especially today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Like I said, please read the caption of the broadcast, the description of the broadcast. Hear it. Like the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them, Mayegun today.
Oh, Baba, and yes, right. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹn. And yes, right. Presido Baruti o. And yes, right. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. And yes,
When that senator raised the alarm of padded budgets, some of their hired arms have been trying to sort of, twist it. But we are beginning to get details of the padded budget and the following actions, especially from Akpabiole.
and yes, right. Gómìnà kówó jẹ. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí fa. Ayé ẹ̀sùn náà. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Thank you so much.
Ayé ẹ̀sùn náà.
I also have tonight for you the collection of Asari Dokubo's lamentations.
Pẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràgì. Ayé ẹ̀sùn ràgì.
Motide. So, thank you so much for joining me once again, and to every one of you joining as well. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you. I bring to you tonight news that you can call mixed. So we are going to take them in part. When these rogues in Nigeria who continue to tell you to give Tinubu time are busy depleting the resources, the money, whatever it is that they could lay their hands on, all for themselves. The rest of you continue to wait. I mean, those who are waiting. However, today, the shit hit the fan. None of this, by the way, is in your own interest too. Enjoy the drama and stop telling yourself or lying to yourself that there is actually any hint of hope for Nigeria. Every day or every night that you join Mayegun on Mayegun's Diary Political, like I told you this afternoon, I am just that your conscience. I am that your subconscious mind, inner you. That voice that will continue to tell you that you are the enabler, the ones that keep spreading the false hope that maybe Nigeria will work. But there is a voice inside you that will never stop reminding you, are you sure? I don't think this will work. That voice mostly is the voice of Mayegun, the GO of the Temple of Truth, this medium that you are currently plugged into. I am that voice that will continue to show to you why Nigeria is not working. It will never work. And as you are hoping on, you should also be reminded that your lives, your blood, are the only fuel that they are using to hold this contraption together. The day you take ownership of your own life, your decisions, your thoughts, your choices, your actions, you will begin, once you begin to value and place value on yourself, that you only have one life, using that to serve people, the overfed, entitled pigs who don't give a damn about you, is never worth it. That is why you are on Mayegun's Diary Political every day. As much as the entire, what you see out there are so overwhelming, there are those of us that have been conditioned to believe that it will get better or something is going to happen that will change our story. And if our own life is better, then the world is better. It is only on Mayegun's diary political that you will be reminded that there is no distance between you and the consequences of what is going on in Nigeria. Even if you are living in Pluto, you will still be affected. So, if you are building hope for Nigeria, like so many people who are manufacturing falsehood to deceive you and make you believe that this is just a phase. This is not a phase. This is the reality. This is what they want you. This is the world they have created for you. It is now up to you. If you continue to build hope on falsehood, something that you are imagining, ignoring the happenings now, that will be up to you. You won't really have to blame anybody, I believe. And on Mayegun's diary political, the criminals ruining Nigeria, they continue to give me every reason, 1,000,001 reason, to continue to come back here every day to remind you. As they are convincing you that you will get hope someday, I am here to remind you that their actions, none of their action is actually pointing towards what they are saying. So where is that your false hope is coming from? From faith, Abi, from religion, or from what? That too, we have demystified that on Mayegun's diary political. Everyone now knows that their religion is their religion, which is their faith. That will never be an excuse for incompetent, corrupt criminals that are deliberately destroying Nigeria just to buy themselves and their families whatever world or better life they call it. Now, nobody can use religion to deceive you that you must have faith, like the people of Israel. Even the people of Israel today, that some of you are reading about and you are clinging your faith on somehow, they themselves are not praying for anyone to come and defend them. They are inventing different defense mechanisms to defend themselves against the physical war, which is what you are witnessing. Economic war, which is what you are witnessing. It is only on Mayegun's diary political. You will understand that your religion has nothing to do with the success or failure of the criminals in charge of Nigeria, because everything happening in Nigeria is man-made. On this platform, many have been delivered of the lies that the reason why they are poor, or the reason why they have been facing all this kind of economic and other hardship is because of their sins. A lot of people have been delivered of that here. Now, not many are offended anymore on this platform, because a lot have received the deliverance from the political, businessmen that you call the pastorpreneurs, who are working hand in hand with your criminal politicians. So therefore, nobody can put a wool over your eyes anymore by using religion. That doesn't mean that we still don't have some stray dogs, stray wearies that will still come around, because they have been permanently damaged. To them, they are soldiers of God. They will fight and die defending God. But when it comes to their own real problems, then they will kneel down and they will look to the sky, call on their sky daddy to come and help them fix electricity, fix healthcare, provide education, fix their roads, touch the heart of their criminal leaders that they, mostly intentionally, foist on themselves. Do you see the irony? So we still have some stray dogs who are like the Attorney General of Hellfire, the protector of the gate of hell, those who knows, the keeper of the register of those who are going to heaven and those who are going to hell, Nigerians. So we are delivering people, but we know a lot who are still having some conflict inside of them. Talk about ethnic bigotry, religious fanaticism, tribal jingoism, and all that. We have done our best to deliver a lot of people too. So every day you tune in onto Mayegun's Diary Political. Every day you see this face. Look at this face very well. This is the face. And hear this voice very well. That is the voice that will be speaking inside you, reminding you. Somebody said, this country can't work. And I don't think it's because the person hates this country. Because the real people who hate Nigeria are those that Nigeria gave everything. And what did they give you back? Poverty, unemployment, corruption, insecurity. That's what they gave you back. They are the enemies of Nigeria, your real enemy. And that is why you are watching this. Mayegun, I am the face that will keep showing up in your dreams, reminding you. That person said Nigeria cannot work. And he is always very consistent, showing us every day that the actions of the criminals in Nigeria, from your local government chairman to your president, what they say is not what they do. Now, what they say sounds good to all the time, but what they do hurts you and millions of you, including children, every day. And I, Mayegun, will continue to remind you until you give up. Because you have to give up before you give up your life. You have to give up that mindset that you are continuing to sort of repeat every day, no matter what. Nigeria is going to succeed. Nigeria is going to be great. Yet, the people that continue to undermine her, sabotage her, destroy her, they are the same people that are telling you they are the one trying to make Nigeria better. How can Nigeria be better when the job of all the rogues that are well paid, their job is to make sure that Nigeria remain bellicose, belly flat on the ground, and Nigerians as what? Scavengers, like refugees all over the world. So is that not contradictory? You are praying for a great country. You are supporting criminals. You are praying for them. The criminals are hell-bent in destroying Nigeria, and they are doing that successfully. And you're not contradicting yourself. So let's go to their Senate their Senate. This man raised an alarm. He's one of them. And let me tell you something, by the way. Inside the Nigerian Senate, you have other political parties. Labour Party, APGA, PDP, who else? SDP. In the House of Representatives, you have Labour parties. You Labour Party members. You have all of them. But there is something they just told me. They said the criminals, the lawbreakers that you call the lawmakers, bunch of career criminals, they actually have an unwritten code. Whatever you see inside the National Assembly remains with you to death, especially if that has to do with money or budget. Because the way it is framed and structured, now everybody go chop from the padded accounts to the padded amount to their budget. So why are you trying to raise alarm? Why are you trying to sound like you are a saint? Whether you wanted it or not, this money is also going to touch your hand too. So if you raise an alarm, what they will do to you is they will suspend you. First, if they are nice with you, they will suspend you for 3 months. But if they really want to deal with you, they will suspend you indefinitely. Now, here is what suspension means. You see all that free money they are sharing. Cowboy, go collect. The salary, they are take home over 40 million naira or 50 million naira that a senator takes home. Like the way they arrange it to. You will not collect shishi. Your office will be locked. All of your hallelujah boys, I'm talking about your social media vuvuzela that you call personal assistants, PA, senators, and PA to senator, PA on youth, PA on this, PA on that, all of them will have to take a break. They will also not be paid salary for that period. So now it is now left to you. Do you want to be a whistleblower? Or do you just want to sit down and chop? And follow the table manners? You know, say there's something called table manners. Whenever you are eating, you don't talk. Many Obidients were asking their own senators and reps. So, all of you are not hearing this noise that they spent 57 billion naira to buy cars for all of you after removing subsidy. All of you Labour Party people, you collected the money, you collected the car, but you don't collect the car. Graveyard silence. 160 million naira car per senator. 160 million naira car per rep member. There is yet to be any single one of them that has returned his own car or her own car. You don't talk when you are eating. Do you understand? Now people will then come out their hand from the food. Now them they scream, cheating, oh, cheating, oh, cheating, oh. That's why when this guy raised an alarm, to them is the tradition. Why are you raising an alarm? What is wrong with you? Why are you raising an alarm about this whole thing that is normal? The guy said the budget that they debated and approved is not the one that Tinubu signed. The one that Tinubu signed has over 3 trillion, nearly 4 trillion naira for duplication of projects. Many of them, they don't even exist. And the first person to respond was Ezibida Long Throats. Bayo Onofunuga. It was the first, and he quickly accused the guy of promoting an agenda, a northern agenda against Tinubu's government. So the guy doubled down and he said he should be arrested, he should be prosecuted, he should be suspended. So let's go back to when the drama started escalating. This was yesterday when Ningi, 2 days ago, when Ningi was said to have granted an interview in Hausa. And in that interview, he said the budget, 2024 budget, that Tinubu signed does not favor the northern Nigeria. In fact, there is an added 3.7 trillion naira by some people, okay? And the projects, they don't even exist at all, okay? So, and that was the interview that Tinubu's people heard and they responded to, and they started calling for the removal of the suspension of the guy, or even his dismissal. The next one now, APC or whatever his party is, they will do. If he's a member of APC, they will chase him out. He's from Bauchi, I think it's PDP. Anyway, let's take this on. This is the message.
Ina ganin Bola Ahmed Tinubu bai fahimci wannan kasa din sosai ba, kuma bai fahimci wahalar mulki na kasa irin Najeriya nan ba. Wataƙil ya da nasa tunanin akan me mulki. To amma ba na ganin laifinsa da yawa, saboda lokacin da yake neman shugabanci ba wani alkawari da yi tsakaninsa da mutane. Kawai mutane sun rufe ido ne, sun zaɓe shi wataƙil saboda ya goyi bayan Buhari a lokacin da Buhari yake neman shugabanci. Wasu kuma suna ganin ai musulmi ne, saboda haka a goyi bayansa ko zai iya ko ba zai iya ba. Kusan wata uku zan gaya ma Buhari mun fidda kuɗi ana mana binciken budget nan layi bayan layi. Mun ga munanan taɓargaza, ba wai kawai aka yi wa arewa ba, taɓargaza da aka yi wa Najeriya akan wannan kasafin kuɗi. Ya kamata a ce mun yi zama da shi Senator President, mun nuna markaɗan da abubuwan da muka gani. Nufin mu
waɗanda ba za ku yarda da su ba kenan?
Waɗanda ba mu yarda da su ba, kuma ba za mu yarda da su ba, kuma ba ma so a ci gaba da ɓadda kuɗi akan wayannan abubuwan, saboda budget da aka yi bayan wanda majalisa ta zo ta yi a fili, an koma an yi wani budget a ƙarƙashin ƙasa.
Kamar an yi cushe kenan a ciki?
Ya fi ƙarfin cushe. kamar an ce an yi budget na trillion 28 misali kenan, amma mu da muka kididdige sai muka ga budget din nan wajen kusan trillion 25 ne, so kaga akwai trillion 3 a ina suke, ina za a kai. To wannan muna bi, kuma akwai abubuwan da yawa tunda report ne da ya kamata za mu yi mu tattauna hakan shi shugaban kasan, sai mun kai mar wayannan report da abubuwan mu nuna mar ka sani ne, in baka sani ba gashi, to mun kawo ma abin da baka sani ba, idan ma baka sani ba to abin ya fito fili, yan Najeriya sun sani wani irin mataki za ka dauka kan mutanen.
So according to him on BBC Hausa, where he granted that interview, he said Tinubu presented 28 trillion naira budget. However, when they scrutinized it, they discovered that it was actually 25 trillion naira budget. Because some of, extra 3 trillion are projects that nobody can actually trace where they are to be situated. So he now said they plan on going to go and meet Kolu, because he wants to believe that maybe Kolu is not even aware, so that Kolu can act on it and block that 3.7 trillion from getting into the hands of those who plotted it. And many of you didn't even know. As they tell you, say, make you they wait for palliative. Some senators, before they approved the 2024 budget, Tinubu had to bribe them with 500 million naira. 500 million. Now, one of them dropped the bombshell today. Wala can't start, but we'll get to that part. So yesterday, when this became a thing, so the guy, that is the senator, now said, well, he's not afraid of being, suspended. All he tried to do is to point out an infraction, and he didn't know they are going to come for him or target him. Sure, you get now. So he said this yesterday.
And I also said, in the course of our perusing the budget, which Onanuga seems to have dwelt on, I say we have established very reasonable doubt about 25 trillion so far has nexus in the budget. That means there is money, and then there is project, and then there is location. Money, project, location. But we are yet to ascertain 3 trillion of that budget. We have established the 3 trillion in the budget. We have not established its location and the place. The intention of the northern senators as regards to the budgetary allocation was to meet the Senate President with our findings and subsequently meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu with our findings. So if one is questioning our desire to relate with Bola Tinubu, how will I say that the findings of the Northern Senator Forum will go to the Senate President and then to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President and Commander-in-Chief? And you could see, I switched off all my handsets this morning. I don't want any Northern Senator to come here. If it is a cross I have to carry, I'll carry it. I'm not afraid of anything. Anything. I believe in one God, and I believe power is transient. I'm not scared of any issue like suspension. I've been out of the Senate for 8 years. And people had to force me back. It's not an issue. Some of our friends were removed by tribunals. They're living their lives. If because I say what I will say, if because I said what I said, then I'll be suspended. So please be it. It will be an honor. And for me to be suspended by whatever body. The interview I had with BBC was never an interview for Northern Senators Forum. It was an interview for myself. I don't want people to castigate them. I want people to castigate me as a leader. I want to make sure that I shield. I want to make sure whatever happens, let it happen to me. And that's why I said, please, shut my phones. I will address the press on this matter. And I also...
S. Dot. Thank you very much for your super chats. Again, somebody has shown their generosity at the early minutes of the show. So thank you very much. So I'm going to just read that. Is it that he did not get his portion of the national cake and he is now vindictive? Yes. Or even he, a senator, is disgusted with the wastage? Yes, as well. Let me explain what I think, because you are right both ways, okay? When Bokwari was there, or things like this, okay, are dealt with as, why must you say something? But something happened under Bokwari too. That was when Jibrin or so, this guy, Abdul Jibrin from Kano, it was the guy who raised the alarm of a budget padding back in 2017 or 2016. It was during the Bukola Saraki time, and Dogara speaker, Saraki Senate president. So he accused Dogara and others, and he gave press conference. He released all the details. Being a member of the committees that saw all of the whole thing, where over 2 trillion naira was padded into Bokwari's budget then. Do you know what happened? His colleagues, including the member of his own committee that was addressing the press, they suspended him. So he started begging, prostrating. It got so bad that it was also he was actually suspended from APC too. And they were the new guys who was trying to say they were doing change, because they felt like Bokwari was coming to fight corruption anyway. So the bottom line is this. Some believe that since it is the turn of Emilokan under Bokwari then, some of those padded budgets, they were located in the north, even though they were not located in the north. But they were supposed to be for the north. Okay? They don't exist, too, but they are like for the north. So which means it was exchanged among them. They all enjoy them. This is the turn of Emilokan. This senator has discovered that most of those contracts that they have put up, the padded ones, they are going to the pocket of the southern Emilokans. Tinubu and his gang, Akpabiole and his people. And when they look at the ones that are coming to their side, out of the 3-point-something trillion, it's like, put it this way, let's say they padded the budget with about 4 or 5 trillion in total, okay? And out of the 5 trillion, northern senators and House of Representatives, they will get 1.2 trillion, okay? From that padded fake budget that they are reading to people every year. Then the southern ones, the southern senators, reps, those ones are going to get 3.8 trillion from that budget, from that padded budget. You don't say normal. Senator from the north go be like, which kind of cheating be this? What is wrong with these people? All the offices, they are taking all the offices. Even here, where we all of us did, where we are the majority, these people are still taking all the chunk of it. You get what I mean? So the answer to your question is yes. Okay? He did not get his portion or enough portion of the national cake in this budget, which is yes. Also, he is also disgusted with the wastage that Under Boko Haram, na like 2 trillion, 2.5 with they steal. Under you people, now don't pardon with about 7 trillion or maybe 8 trillion, because most of it, the reason why you don't see any success in their budget is because they are only budgeting for themselves, not for you. Now let us continue. So this morning, so the kasala don't blow everywhere don't scatter. So today, we have to discuss it. So the guy spoke at the Senate, inside the Senate today. Here.
I have never issued out a statement of this nature to anybody, anywhere, and anytime. And I want members of this Senate to record it. This is a fake contribution that was forwarded. I do not know the author of this. Having listened to the House of Virgin read out by Senator Abdul, have you discovered any of this proposition? No. You have discovered one issue that pertains to the budget, and that is the issue of 28 trillion versus 25 trillion. I have never.
So he repeated himself. Then the whole place scattered. No, we should. Yeah. Another senator raised his hand. Order. Akpabio did there. Ogologbo Akpabio. He did there like this. He wasn't using his glasses. He was using his eyes like that. Now the new senator that rose up was like, why are we all pretending here? As if to say we don't know what Senator Ningi is talking about. So why are we pretending? Some of you will sit down here, no collect 500 million naira on top this issue of budget or no budget. Another round of wahala. Today, here.
Distinguished colleagues, thank you, Mr. Chairman, for yielding the floor to me. I thought when the Chairman of Appropriations spoke, it was as clear as crystals that there was a misunderstanding of the figures. When he came up with the GOEs and all the agencies on first line charge, there is no difference between the figure he reeled out and the figure purported to be padded. I thought with that matter would have been rested by Senator Ningi, saying that this 3-point-something trillion was not part of the budgetary provisions printed out for us. That would have settled this matter. We are going forth and back on these issues and coming up with issues of the budget and individual issues concerning what came to our various constituencies. If we want to go into those issues, all of us are culpable. Some senators here, so-called senior senators, got 500 million each. I am a ranking senator, I didn't get. Did I go to the press? Most of you got. And yes, if we want to go into those issues, excuse me, if we want to go into those issues, yes. So I think that Senator Ningi,
let me turn to my Bible. Maybe I should change this Bible now. I think this is distorted, right?
Constitution.
The 500.
Wahala now, you see the wahala. No. Quite all right. Point of order. Million pro.
No, it's not. Yeah, the dog. Okay, it's Abdul Mali there. It's even right. Yes, I'm recording for you. No, I paused this one.
I have not finished. I have the floor. I have the floor. Mr. President, sitting as chair, I still have the floor. Let us watch our dirty linen in public.
You're watching live plenary proceedings.
Of our greedy leaders. Oh, Thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that you have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agents, i.e., the police and of our greedy leaders. Oh, Thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike, so that you eliminate all of them, so that you have peace in our nation. Or join them in one aeroplane, so that it will crash land in the course of their journey. Furthermore, our security agents, i.e.
Thank you, Jerry son. Thank you. Thunder, oh Thunder, where are you? This is the time you are supposed to strike. The moment the guy dropped, some of you collected 500 million. I'm a senior colleague. I did not get 500 million, but he switched off his microphone. The guy was talking. We no longer heard him. Towards the end, did you hear the part where he said, now let us watch all our dirty in the public? Did you hear that part? But me, Mayegun, I am the one that somehow, you, Lagos Abobaku, Oshogbu Alimajiri, me, Mayegun, I am the one that doesn't like Nigeria, that hates Nigeria. I am the one that doesn't want Nigeria to succeed. Odelo Yawiri. People at home didn't know that you are already mad. When they are calling the roll call of mad people, starting from your own local government area, you did not grab the banner and go to the front row. One way down. You are seeing the people that are mortgaging your life on your screen there. You are praying for them. Abi, but me, Mayegun, Emini, na me be the enemy of Nigeria. You this Mayegun, God will shame you. What go happen to those ones? What should happen to those ones where they share 500 million? Hi. Anyway, just for the context, you have an idea. The man called Akpabiole. When Akpabiole was governor, he stole over 200 billion naira from Akwa Ibom as governor. EFCC arrested him after his tenure as governor. They arrested him and charged him for stealing 109 billion naira. Akpabiole decamped to APC, Egbekegbe, few days after EFCC arrested him. And the case died a natural death. The Nigeria DSS and the rest of them, they cleared Akpabiole to become a minister in 2019. They cleared him. He passed through all the security clearance. Some of you, ordinary road tickets, traffic tickets are being speed tickets. Once they discover it on your background check, you cannot run for public office, or you cannot get to that particular position. But these are people who robbed, betrayed the trust of the people, robbed the people he was supposed to be their governor, stole from them, and said, "Shibi, I build you road, and I build you stadium." Other people didn't build them. So if I took some for myself, what is wrong? So Akpabiole was rewarded with a ministerial position in 2019 by Bokwari. He became a minister, and he went on to go and steal over 4 trillion naira from the Ministry of Niger Delta. And I didn't make this up. So they started investigating him, and he decided to blame it on the permanent secretary of the ministry. But she won't keep quiet. According to her, this is who Akpabiole is. And that is the Akpabiole that is now superintending the affairs of the National Assembly of Nigeria. Your president na drug dealer. Your vice president na terrorist, Boko Haram sympathizer. Your Senate president, the chairman of your National Assembly, is Ogbojole inu igbo irumole. Ebora ton je owo, evil spirit with a chop naira, is the head of the assembly that was supposed to act as checks and balancing. I mean, don't be so that they call them checks and balances. But the executive, they themselves became legislatives, legislators. Abi, may I give you this context before we get to the part when they have to send Ningi back to Bauchi. You cannot say you this rat. You cannot chop with Onile, and it is now you wanted to come and disgrace Onile in public. Who is Akpabiole, madam? Tell us what happened and how 4 trillion naira disappeared in a single ministry, the Ministry of Niger Delta. Sure.
He told me in the car that, Madam MD, if you don't do what I say, the same pen with which I used to sign your letter, it will be the same pen that I will use to remove you. He said the first thing I should do when I get to Port Harcourt is to change the dollars in the NDDC account. I was scared to do that. After that, he came to Port Harcourt 2 days after the inauguration. He said the first thing I should do is to make sure I change the dollars. I should remove Mr. Kaltungo from being legal and send him on compulsory retirement, that we cannot have a northerner be the head of the legal team, of the legal unit. He said I should remove all the other directors that refused to take his instruction during the time of Mrs. Agwagaga. That was the predecessor before I came. So he came also with a draft, which I've submitted, with a draft letter that I should write and put it on my letterhead, implicating Senator Mobushi for collecting contracts in NDDC. I told him that I will not, I'm a lawyer, and that whoever alleges must prove the fact that Senator Mobushi is giving us trouble as IMC. You remember also that they did not recognize the IMC. I said I will not do that letter. He said I was ungrateful and I refused to do the letter. Dr. Cairo now said that he will do the letter. If Akpabio tells him to kill, he will kill before he asks, why did he kill? I said, for me, I will not do the letter. At that place, there was Mr. Etiebet, who was the only staff of the NDDC that was present at that meeting. When he finished, he now asked Dr. Cairo to go and send for the letter-headed paper from the office. They now sent for the letter-headed paper. Dr. Cairo now did the letter, which I've also submitted to the committee, alleging that Senator Wabushi had contracts. Then he said, I must sign the cover letter. I said, if I signed any document from me seen by Mr. President, he will believe every line of it. So I will only write that the EDP, who should know about projects, has gone. The next thing that he told me, he said, I must make sure that all these people leave and that the procurement, because apparently Akpabio, before I came, when himself and Festus Keyamo were ministers, their first meeting at the commission, he was awarded 30 contracts for distilling and water hyacinth. Mr. Linus, who was the director finance, refused to sign because it did not follow due process. He also said that I should implicate the chairman of the House Committee, because the chairman of the House Committee had gone to Ondo State for a meeting to plan against him. Water hyacinth and distilling. They said that the budget for water hyacinth and distilling was, I think, for about 3 to 5 billion. I'm not sure exactly how much. But that the NDDC, before I came, had overstretched itself to about 50 billion for water hyacinth and distilling. And so the National Assembly had written us, they have it also, they had written us that we should not pay for anything like that. He said, and guess what? Akpabio never signs any documents. He will always refuse to sign, but he will tell you to go and commit the fraud. For instance, he told me to go and raise a memo and give an emergency contract for flood victims. He wanted me to take an oath. He has denied that, but I want to say today, he told me up to 3 times until we had a reconciliation meeting at the villa in the house of Mr. Sadiki Abba, who is the SA to the president on domestics. In that meeting was Alhaji Mai Kano. He said the only condition was if I take the oath. I refused to take the oath, and I did not take that oath. And I will never take the oath from him. So he said he was going to remove me. He started a campaign of calumny against me. He said I'm not even, I did not answer him because the facts will speak for itself. Now, to end this matter about the procurement process, I refused to go with him to deceive Mr. President at the FEC meeting, because the Procurement Act says if I contravene any section of the Procurement Act, is 5 years imprisonment without an option of fine. So if I go and say they should pay for the process, if you see, they say it's for 2020 budget. Akpabio went to get the approval from FEC. The 2020 budget has not even been discussed by the National Assembly till today. The 2020 budget has not been passed. However, he lied to FEC, which is the greatest embarrassment in this country, for a budget that has not been passed, for an approval to be given for that procurement. I refused to go because he wanted me to send the money for the procurement to the ministry to implement the forensic audit. I refused. I am challenging him to deny any of these allegations because He told me.
Do I need to add more? That is the Akpabiole that is now the Senate President of Nigeria. That Senate is now being accused of padding the 2024 budget, the first national budget to be passed by the Akpabiole's Senate, National Assembly, is padded with over 7 trillion naira fake budget. Are you surprised? Are you? Well, Bamidele had this to say. Bamidele from Ekiti. Another disaster like Fayemi. You know what I mean? Those ones. Anyway, he came back and he said, this issue of missing money or no missing money was because some of these northern senators have been planning to remove Akpabiole. So politics. But before I let you hear from Okpeyemi Bamidele, I would ask you to please read this with me. Let's do this together so that we can then continue, okay? Ade Alaba, thank you so much, OG, for your super chat. If I didn't click it there, I'll probably miss it. Thanks a lot for that, and God bless you. Very kind of you. Now, please take a look at this. The anomalies discovered in the, where is that? In your 2024 budget. So take a look at the first one, okay? In the document, they said, given the sensitivity of the document, surprisingly, it was discovered that the budget document is filled with anomalies, which are either intentional or will require special consideration to correct. A few of such are highlighted from 3 MDAs, ministries, departments, and agencies, to call for a proper scrutiny of the document. The past budget, as announced, is 28.777.400 trillion shares, 28.7 trillion. However, the analysis of the budget document shows as against the figure 25 trillion 362 billion 116 million 880,968 naira. There is a need to identify the source and the intention of the difference in such a sensitive document. There are several records of arbitrary allocations of funds to projects. In pages 488 and 489, 495 billion, 489 billion, 400, hang on, no. Why am I reading 400? Okay, I've seen it now. It is actually 495 million, 926,518 was allocated in just 2 pages to unrelated projects. The coincidence is too much to be true and needs to be investigated. Similarly, on page 502, 297,555,000 or so, and around 11 were arbitrarily allocated to 7 unrelated projects on a single page. On page 319, project ERGP 4103042 under the Ministry of Police Affairs is pegged at 443,364,563, but the same project is recorded as 1,443,364,564 naira, representing a difference of 1 billion naira. In hindsight, the regional allocation is faulty, considering the already inability to access the lumped allocation to specific regions. Lumped. I wish I underlined that for you. You see that part that they said, I would take that again. Say, in hindsight, the regional allocation is faulty, considering the already inability to access the lumped allocation to specific regions, and given the over 77% magnitude of the items in the analyzed budget. There is therefore a need to rigorously investigate the items. Conclusion: according to the analysis done, it is highly necessary that a highly analytic monitoring of the budget document implementation is to be conducted to prevent gross corruptions that are already suspected in the context of the analysis. Preferably, documentation of each and every mobilized project to show, location, cost, and handling concerns must be mandated. The same must be verified by a neutral concern and married with the budget document and blah, blah, blah. Okay, budget statement. Now, I want you to please go back to the second to the last paragraph, okay, where they mentioned, where they said that, they couldn't access the lumped allocation to specific regions, and given the over 77% magnitude of the items in the analyzed budget. So what this writer pretty much is saying is that, just like your question earlier, your question was that, was the guy angry because of the wastage, or is angry because he did not get his own share? And I told you that the answer to that is yes, yes, yes. So in that, their own fight, they said they couldn't access the details of some of these projects that are mostly in some region. They are referring to maybe Yoruba land, maybe the southeast, south. All these projects don't exist, but they know that that is the Akpabiole and others' way of cashing out for themselves, like the northern thieves cashed out for 8 years under Bukwari and rubber stamp Lawan. So it is not about you, it's not about the people, it's not about their welfare. It is the fact that this sharing, this money, whether the budget is not budgeting, and is raising an alarm to make it sound like he's trying to tell all of us that, oh, they are stealing your money. Oh, I need to tell you, they are stealing your money. Oh, of course, we know that's what you do, steal money. But that is not what Bamidele is saying. Bamidele says, now the enemies of Tinubu want to remove Akpabiole because there is no pardon. Listen.
Budget. All of us pass this budget. Never about Mr. President who signed this budget. It's always about Akpabio. We have a momentum. This is a defining moment for all of us to say, if we are going to have a stable Senate, let us have one. It is not about North and South. It's about our rules. It's about the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's about people who are hungry and deprived. Mr. President, sitting as chair, make no mistake about it. A few people who feel they will not give you more than 1 year to spend in this chair want to do everything possible before the 13th of June to remove you. And I am telling you, Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, distinguished colleagues, and that's why I say I'm speaking as Senator Michael Okpeyemi, not as the Senate leader. As the Senate leader, I've always done everything possible to stabilize the Senate. I'm speaking, I'm exercising my own privilege as a senator. Now I am telling you, sir. I am telling you, sir. And I want Nigerians to know, I say it for history. The last time the people of South that you represent had a chance to be Senate President was over 40 years ago. The last time the entire people of the South had a chance to be Senate President was during Obasanjo regime, when he went to the Southeast. 5 people were elected because they were impeached in quick succession. But as soon as he left the South, we had peace and stability again because we will always cooperate. David Mark spent 8 years. Senator Amalawa spent 4 years. Peaceful 4 years. Saraki, even with all he did, spent 4 years. He was not impeached. It is about Akpabio. It is about the South. You can now understand why Senator Ningi, we want to use the name of Northern Senators Forum, even when most of them did not agree to this. Mr. President, I plead with you. This is an opportunity for us to follow our rules. If tomorrow the wisdom of the elders of this Senate prevail and they feel we should do otherwise, let's lock ourselves up in a closed-door session and take another decision and go back to the world and reconsider ourselves on whatever decision we take today. I beg all of you, we must do the right thing today. We did not start this fight. Senator Ningi took this to the public domain, standing up to apologize here. Even after he repeated that some people got 100 billion from this budget, some people got 60 billion. Haba, what apology are you expecting? Let us do the right thing, and I am saying it as part of the leadership of this Senate. I am not bothered. I was going through online, just as this is going on, it's trending now, that every senator got 500 million. My appeal to Nigerians is not about what was said there today, because I'm not going to deny that. But we have 12 months to implement 2024 budget. Let every Nigerian wait to see whether there's any of these senators who will not bring enough boreholes, enough solar street lights, enough road construction, and other projects, training and empowerment that will be up to 500 million naira. That is it. I am not protesting. If I got anything here, it is not money put in my pocket. They are constituency projects given to my constituency. And I'm not apologetic about it. Mr. President, please let us go into the prayers and do the right thing.
Did you all pay attention to how he systematically turned it into the North versus the South? Not about this money, this padded money. He did not deny that he collected 500 million. He's one of those who collected 500 million. But like he said, it's not as if I put it in my pocket. It is for my constituency. Now that you have heard that they gave us 500 million. Now, if you see the senator that is not giving you borehole, street light, solar panel, you should ask them what they did with the money. It's not as if I put, he didn't deny. He didn't say he collected. He didn't say he didn't collect. But he managed. Did you see how he started twisting there? Like, it's not about the corruption that has been exposed. It is about the North versus the South. How come? They are ganging up. They want to remove you. Why are they always like that? You come from the South. Your people, they have not been the Senate president of this country in the last 40 years. Now, somebody is now saying that now that you are Senate president, they want to remove you. Not because they padded money. Not because they have been sharing your money. Ọlọ́run Ọba, Heavenly Father, Sky Daddy, can you just please give your people sense? Somebody said maybe if we tell Nigerians that sense na app, the same way they download apps, it's the same way you download apps on your phone. That maybe if we tell them that sense is an app, they will begin to download it and begin to use it. They are the architect of that tribal, religious, ethnic division. And that's how they talk. You remember when we say, oh, if anybody stand up now to stand up against any of these criminals, the other people will come and say, he's our own. Leave him alone. Why are you hating us? Why do you hate the South? Why do you always hate the people who come from why do you hate Yorubas? Why do you hate Hausas? Ababa. That's how they start. So that's how they have been able to put all of that in your head. Because suddenly, if anything happened to Akpabiole, it's an insult on the people of Niger Delta. It's a shame that you will allow them to remove your man. I beg you. The people of Niger Delta. When I don't hear this trillion. Akpabiole this, Akpabiole that, Akpabiole this, Akpabiole that. How much of this money you can point at and say, at least we know what you use the money to? If you come to Niger Delta now 24 hours electricity there. There is no on-tar road in any part of Niger Delta. I tell you, they have the best medical facilities, the best education system. Education is free. Healthcare is free. So all of you that are coming for Akpabiole, leave him alone. Yes, call him a thief. He's our thief. Not because of that, now because say una go shout Asawana. They will give you a go and 1,000 naira. For those of you who sabi type on the internet, they make your own money 30,000 naira. But yet, na trillion you the year so. But you go think say anybody that comes for Tinubu is coming for Yoruba. You have to deal with me. If anybody is trying to come for Akpabiole, you will need to face me. Because any attack on Akpabiole is attack on the BBOs. Attack on Akpabiole is not attack on the BBO. And it is not even an attack. An expose on Tinubu is not an attack on the Yorubas. We will get there. So Akpabiole was already pregnant. He was already like somebody who won't cry. So he just had to read what Bamidele told him. We have to do what we have to do, please. And that's exactly what they did. Watch.
The motion has been moved by an amendment has been offered by distinguished Senator Maidoki and seconded by distinguished Senator Sanimusa that it be suspended for only 3 months from the Senate. Those in support of the suspension for 3 months say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the distinguished Senator Ningi is hereby suspended for 3 months from all activities connected with the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, distinguished colleagues, I stand to move that the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so move.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, I second the motion that Chairman, the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so second.
They came in number. So while these people are calling a money that even federal government don't have it. Can you imagine 40 trillion? They are requiring 40 trillion. Yes, for the 13%, 40 trillion. Our budget is not even up to that. 40 trillion. Is it 11 Hilux car? Then 150. Is it Boko Haram? I don't know the name of that bikes. 140. Where do we Honda car? How do they get this money? People are living hand to mouth now. And you are asking them to bring this huge amount of money. Where do they get this money? In fact, government should come and help us. If not, these people will die in their hand. Please, we are calling on government to please help us come to our aid by providing security to us. In fact, if we have a military base by that side, they will be able to prevent this occurrence.
So now 28 trillion, then 28.7 trillion. I've been at 25 trillion. They cost wahala. 3 trillion, no. 3 trillion, 3.7 trillion ransom. Now they cause trouble for the supposed Nigeria senators. You know, say Nigeria is captured. Nigerians, they are captured people too. So every day, the rogues that captured you and captured your country, they continue to take ransom. Sometimes they take your life. I mean, you do know the Fulani terrorists who will collect ransom from you. But the criminals in government, they are always taking ransom on you by unleashing the economic sabotage that you have been experiencing. Of course, now ransom you they pay. Your budget, you pay ransom, okay? and you pay ransom through the pardon, Abi, and execution. So ransom of 40 trillion is what the Kaduna terrorists were asking for. But ladies and gentlemen, in that same Kaduna, they have kidnapped another 61 people yesterday evening. 61. Now, if you now put all the numbers together, we are now looking at 900 people in the captivity of the terrorists in Nigeria. 900. Those that were asked, those that are asking for 40 trillion, they saw you when you budgeted 5 or so billion for BAT. You budgeted over 50 billion for rats. And then you also budgeted over 17 billion for shitty man. I read that online, okay? So BAT na Tifnumbu, rat na Remi, the Remi Werekwe. So you say Remi Ahmed Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that's BAT. Or Bola Adekunle Ahmed Tinubu, Bati. Or you say rat, ratty. You can say BAT or you can say BAT. You can say rat or you can say rat. Whatever you want. Then they see all the trillions and trillions flying left, right, and center. Terrorists are looking at that and they're like, Omo, we too, we won't collect 40 trillion. Unakon, they say, that is even bigger than Nigeria budget. Well, it's up to the terrorists that have captured Nigeria, your politicians. If the ransom they want to take from you in 2025 now 100 trillion, all they have to do is to write it and print the money. No be so? And that is why in the last 10 months alone, the man that told us, Asari Dokubo.
This is one of the biggest steps. Like I said, I've always said, I'm not apologetic. I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. Because I have no...
We'll come back to you. How it all started. Very poor quality, okay? But help me manage them. Manage the audio. Ignore the picture. Because it's like... the best I could come up with. The image is really bad, but I try to maintain the audio. So how it all started, I will be giving you the deadline. Okay. I don't know how many of you who have seen the recent Asari Dokubo's video. Well, some people saw that this afternoon. Some have seen it a few days back. Okay. But I have it here. Asari is warning us. Okay. And after this clip, we will go back to the timeline or dateline of Asari's lamentation, how it all started and where you are now. But as at 3-4 days ago, this is at Asari's latest lamentation. Okay? Lamentation, chapter 1, verse, okay, I think they said it's chapter 1, verse 8. Okay? The one that he just released recently. Lamentation of the Akpabio.
Sisters, something seriously is happening. Something very serious is happening. And our so-called political elites and leaders do not care. They're not doing anything about it. They feel very unconcerned about it. Our political elites do not care about it. Our people are left rudderless, tossed here and there by the tempests and the winds of the sea. Nobody cares. Every day we hear stories of thousands and thousands of Futajelong Kambari Fulanis being transported by every means of transportation down into our land, down into the John Nation, down into Igbo land, down into Shekiri land, down into Ogoni land, down into Yoruba land, down into Edo, every day, in the most unthinkable fashions, in their thousands. If you go to Bayelsa today, as I'm talking,
All the fishing settlements and the farming villages are occupied and controlled by these fellows. We are job people, we are strong. We came here, nothing is going to happen. A man is only strong when he's with his people, when he has enough number to overcome his enemy. We should not underestimate these people. They have our money with us. They have been receiving tons and tons of our money. Their brother Abacha stole and sharing it amongst themselves. A minister in a federation came to say that sharing the money in the north because there are no poor people in the south. And where are our governors? Where are our locations ministers? Where are our women rights ministers? Where are our women rights lawyers? All of them, they close their mouth. But this is more sinister. This is more sinister. They are coming here. They are changing the demography. What are they coming for? You remember Osman Danfodio? How they came to Sokoto, to Gobiri, to Kano, to Katsina, to be there. And what happened? They replaced the Abe rulers. They replaced the original people and took over the realms of power. They are coming. History is going to repeat itself. If we don't act now, they are coming. History is going to repeat itself. If we don't act now, they are not pretending about it. They are coming with war, destruction and death. They are coming to occupy our land. Why you cannot go to your community? In Obama, how many Obama people are at home? They are leaving their home and they are coming here. Obama is a village. You cannot come to Obama. Those of us who live in Obama, we are backward people. Buguma is a village. Abonima is a village. You don't care. You are not bothered. But when death will come, it will not only come for Dokubo Asari. When the evil and the tribulation will come, it will not come for only Dokubo Asari. It will come for all of us. I'm smarter than you. I know that I'm more prepared than you. And when it comes, I will also run faster than you. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. It's not grandstanding like Wiki. I caught 14 people.
Nuisance Lele. Nuisance Lele.
Baba nuisance. The joke is actually on him. He said he is smarter than you. He can run faster than you. Is that not a joke? Somebody where they follow Tinubu because he was looking for the pipeline contracts in a totally or in a completely ruined and destroyed country. They have military. You know, they have the army. They have the navy. They have the air force. They have all of the intelligence, what have you. But Nigeria cannot protect our own national infrastructures, okay? Since they cannot even protect their people. And they can't protect any of their national infrastructure like the pipelines. So they have to reach an agreement with local terrorists that they call, they usually call them militants. Nigeria government, oil-producing country, as their pipelines being guided by repentant militants. So why are you surprised that you have repentant terrorists in your army, in your police, And there you have it, a compromised security system that cannot provide any security other than to further terrorize you. Now, them supposed to protect you, they can't terrorize you, and yet you don't know why. You still don't know why. Right. Asari said he's smarter than you. That's not a sign of somebody who is smart. Honestly. It actually symbolizes IQ deficiency, which they say is very common with us, the black people. But we are so proud that we can easily shout, I am a very smart person. Do you know who I am? You are nothing, man. Absolute trash. You're nothing. That's what I'll say to you. You're nothing. Trust me, you're nothing. If you have to tell me or ask me, do you know who I am? Then you are nothing. Do you know how smart I am? No, you are not smart. You can't be smart and be somebody who kind of believe in Tinubu. You can't be smart. You are just a rogue waiting for his own turn. That's not smartness. Nobody will say they are supporting Tinubu because Tinubu has something to offer them. Asari did everything to get the attention of Tinubu. But like I said, now they have left you. Let's go back to May 2023, when the Obidients, Abuja residents, when they were in court, and some believed that, well, the court was going to stop Tinubu's inauguration with the available evidence of his criminality. Asari quickly mobilized his boys from the creeks. Yeah.
We want to send a note of warning to them. If you attempt anyhow, we are not gentlemen at all.
That was May 2023. By July 2023, Tinubu invited Asari Dokubo, Kalabari Kalmaxi. Did you hear that video? Did you hear him speak there? Speaking in tongue. Speaking like somebody where we say get sense, right? We all need to rise up. The Fulani, Futajalon, they are coming to kill us. The death is coming. I want you to, when this death comes, it's going to come for me and you. But I'm smarter because I know they are coming. Oh, I need to scare you. Oh, look at us. We are so scared. Oh, Fulanis are coming. Oh my God, Asari just told us. Oh my God, we are scared. Fulanis are coming to kill us. Oh, look at this smart man. Asari the smartest. Security report just told Asari that, oh, Fulanis are coming to kill us. We are so scared now. Oh my God, we are so scared. Yes. But 9 months ago, Asari was telling you, if you dare say there is hunger or this or that, you are enemy, because he personally knows Tinubu. Remember these guys?
This Abuja will go past high school. We don't fight us. We are the people of Niger Delta. Tinubu now vote. We don't vote for Tinubu. Anything what they want to make them do. Tinubu is our president. We will stand for Tinubu. We don't give up.
That transmission line is a super highway. For generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn. That transmission.
Now, that was, Asari's lamentation. After all of that, the book of lamentation was opened for Asari Dokubo. I think it's like, if I say Steve Tinubu told him, call me when you get to Bayelsa. So maybe they just like, oh, thanks for coming. Take this one, 10 million naira. Say, me, 10 million naira. No, that's not what I want to. I told you that contract, I want that place. Tompolo has been enjoying it for 8 years. They should give it to me too. Make I enjoy them. Don't worry. President said you should call him in 1 week. Immediately he left the place. Feeling cool, feeling, and some of his boys who are shouting there that, now Tinubu we voted for. Now Tinubu we, So you could send them the photo and say, I met with him. I've told him. He said he will take care of you. Don't worry, all of you. I have already told him. All of you that you, Asawana, they will buy you Okada. You, Asawana too, they go buy you Keke Marua. I told him. He said he will take care of all of you. Okay, Oga. Okay. They can't wait. When the waiting can't, they become too much. Instead of them calling Asari Dokubo for whatever they promised him that made him that way, right? And started defending the APC, Egbekegbe, because Tinubu paid the school fees of his children when Obasanjo locked him up for this act of militancy, terrorism, Since Tinubu no they pick him phone anymore, and they don't tell everybody, say, if you see him here, arrest him. Maybe they don't tell us, I'm gonna go Aso Rock. If you go there, you know go come back. Don't go there again. No. So, but before that, Asari told everyone that, in case if you don't know, all this action of Tinubu, removing subsidy, and every other nonsense he did then, Asari was confident. And he even told everybody this.
This is one of the biggest steps. Like I said, I've always said, I'm not apologetic. I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. Because I have known him since 1992, and I know what he stands for. And I can stand in the gap between him and the people and say this thing. This is a step that my brother Goodluck failed to take, even when he had the opportunity. This is a step that, after talking no subsidy, General Muhammad Buhari was not able to take. Ahmed Bola Tinubu took it from the first day. This is
what a wonderful. He asked this more. Listen to this one.
So for me, this is one of the biggest steps. Like I said, I've always said, I'm not apologetic. I said, if Ahmed Bola Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. Because I have known him since 1992, and I know what he stands for. And I can stand in the gap between him and the people and say this thing. This is a step that my brother Goodluck failed to take, even when he had the opportunity. This is a step that, after talking no subsidy, General Muhammad Buhari was not able to take. Ahmed Bola Tinubu took it from the first day. Now you take about 8 trillion naira every year. This is wickedness. And you use it to service the gluttonous appetite of a few people. Because they shout, because they have the cameras like I have today. So they set the agenda for the people while the people are suffering. I believe that the 8 trillion, about $10 billion, will change the fortunes of education, will change the fortunes of health, will change the fortunes of agriculture and road transport. What I am opposed to is for NLC, Nupeng and others to go and to say, these people do not constitute even 1% of the population of this country, that palliatives should be given to them. If palliatives are given to NLC, to Nupeng, to Pengasin, to ASU, to ASUP, what of the ordinary people who are not employed, who are not represented, who are toiling day and night? Why should there be a discrimination? This country belongs to all of us.
It's not because you are even eating from the country. As a member of NLC, as a member of TOG, as a member of all these organizations. And then you are demanding that you should be given privileges that are not given to me and not given to the ordinary people. It is wrong. Money should not be diverted from these funds. Like conduit pipe, we have had PTF, we have had other this thing. These monies did not actually get to the people. We are hearing that the humanitarian minister, the former one, said she spent 500 billion every month in trying to lift people out of poverty. These are conduit pipe. They do not portend wealth for the people. What we are demanding is this. This money should be directed to the people. Directly to the people. To education. To health. To agriculture. To fixing our road and our railway, so that, and to paying our loans to China, so that we don't wake up one day for China to come and fight us.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Now mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
Asari, this was still last year. Mokuna know they're too rush. I said I have here with me the timeline of Asari Dokubo's lamentation. We still day verse 2 or verse 3. I told you that he is currently at chapter 1, verse 8. That's what I heard. And I just showed you now, just the beginning of the lamentation. He was still speaking for Kolu there. But by the time we got to October, things don't they change that time. Let's say Kolu they pick call again. All those beautiful ideas where Jonathan Ofi take, all those actions where Kolu took that will bring Nigeria to better. Now, Asari confess scream, or this time, Ofakodiesi, he added some little demo. Here you understand. Please watch.
Mind, if you don't like it, okay. But Mr. President, let me tell you, if you allow Wike to push this as he's doing, it will be very difficult for him to even come to Rivers State. It will be difficult for those his 27 House of Assembly members to even have a place to stay in Rivers State. It will be difficult for anybody if they think that they are going to impeach him and the job people will allow it. It will be difficult to impeach him. Mark this word I'm telling you. God knows. Nobody. It will be difficult to impeach him and bring a governor. It's not going to be possible. Go and ask in Ondo State. Go and ask in Delta State. The fury of the job people. They don't give a damn. They are hardly afraid of death. I'm telling you the truth. The earlier you hear this, you accept it. Call Wike. Call Wike, call same. Let them maintain the status quo. That is the only way. If they don't, Alamesia impeachment was Ijo. So the person who succeeded Alamesia was Ijo. Goodluck Jonathan. He became vice president and became president. So it is not Alamesia's matter. Try this one and see what will happen. Try this one and see what will happen. A word is enough for the wise. The environment provides them with the money and the resources to carry out the activities without blinking their eyes. You don't want to hear this naked truth. Okay, don't hear it. Don't hear it. Ijaw people are already angry that this is the worst government. This government is against Ijaw people, and you want to add fire to petrol? You want to add petrol to fire? This is the worst government. That's the feeling of the Ijaw people. If nobody is telling you, as a friend, I will tell you, Ijaw people feel this is the worst government for them. This is a nightmare for them. And when we were voting, when we were campaigning for you, a lot of Ijaw people called me, President, you don't know Tinubu. You know everything about Tinubu. Tinubu is your friend. No? We hope it's not going to look the other way. Oh. And I assured everybody, I say, if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible. And today, the people are asking me, are you still on that if Tinubu fails, hold me responsible? River State is the litmus test. If there is going to be any fire, it will start in River State. I cannot stop them. I, as an individual, I cannot stop them. I cannot even stand on their way because they will shove me aside. Let me tell you, nobody, if anybody is giving you assurance that he can stand in the gap.
The cost of fuel has gone up. Food and other prices have followed it. Households and businesses struggling. Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways, but there's not.
Chai!
That was October 2023. Less than 5 months of a callous, illegitimate government. Asari was becoming impatient. So 2 months after, in December, Alhaji Asari sent another message to Tinubu and others. Lamentation verse 4.
Of River State. But Abuja does not belong to Gumi, it does not belong to the North, it does not belong to Muslims. That is the truth of the matter, and we must say it clearly. It does not belong to us as Muslims. Abuja was built with the Ijaw people's money, with Igbo people's money, with the Chekri people's money, with the Orobo people's money, with the Isoko people's money. What they told us when we were leaving Lagos to Abuja was that Abuja will be no man's land. Everybody will be removed from Abuja. Every Nigerian will be an indigene of Abuja. They have changed all the laws. So somebody from Sokoto State, Gumi, who is from Sokoto State, is talking of Abuja. And what is his connection with Abuja? What is Dr. Ahmed Gumi connection with Abuja? That he will be talking about Abuja. That Wike should be removed. Muslim ticket was voted by Nigerian people because they know who Ahmed Bola Tinubu is. Because a lot of us know. I did not vote Ahmed Bola Tinubu because he's a Muslim. Because I know him. I know what he's capable of doing. And that's why I supported him. That's why I support him. Even though today I might have some things. The appointment that is going on is one-sided. We must speak out. This is not Lagos. The president must know that the party is following in making appointment as if appointment is on Lagos, as if Nigeria is on Lagos, is dangerous. He already has a lot of problems.
God have mercy upon us.
We must point this thing out. Why should somebody like Posun Tijani be in this government? After all the abuse and criticism. The president should look back at the appointment and rewind it, retrace it, and balance it. This is a country that belongs to all.
Nuisance lele.
I'm so sorry. Like, I was actually laughing as if to say I'm seeing the video for the first time. And I've actually seen it many times. You have seen the video before. That was the lamentation number 6, in fact. Okay, it's number 6, it's not number 4. That is a lamentation, chapter 1, verse 6. Each year, you see, each chapter represents each year that Tinubu will be showing you shege. And in each chapter, each year, your lamentation can be more than 8 or 10, it can be 100. But when we have a time to compile them together like this, it will always be hilarious. You see, now that we are not crying, we are actually laughing. All of us who told you what your eyes go see, waiting your eyes go see under Tinubu, when he become your president, you will not be able to even, your mouth no go fit explain now. You know, situation where you say things don't hook you. And they ask you and say, sorry, sorry. Can you tell us the experience? Go. Can you just tell us your experience under Tinubu, please? And you just be like, I say, sorry, we are only asking you to tell us how you survived Tinubu 8 years. Sorry, we don't know that that's going to hurt you. Please take your time, drink water. Tell us. Kilo day. Because waiting your eyes go see, your mouth no go fit explain now. I swear. Now people go they say, we understand. We understand. You be man, no. It's strong, you gonna say. It's strong, you. It's the grace of God. It's the grace of God, my brother. It's not as if to say I'm strong like that. I was just saying that, okay, one day. It's strong, you go. You survived Bokwari. You also survived Tinubu. Bring out your book of lamentation. Begin to tell us a year in, year out, from chapter 1 to chapter 80. For Asari Dokubo, now year 1 on a still day. This is just the first chapter. All of these are just the verses. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go to the lamentation, the book of lamentation. Verse 7. Asari, this was in January 2023. 2024.
Bola Tinubu is traveling on a very dangerous path. And if he does not correct it and change some of these appointments, even we who are his hardcore supporters will not be able to stand with him. It's up to you. If you feel that you are comfortable now, things are going to be easy now. They tell you that you can do whatever you like. You can do what Buhari, or worse than what Buhari did. It is one-sided appointment. So you too can do your one-sided appointment. You are not Buhari. Know that. You are not. Buhari had a cult followership. You do not have that sort of cult followership. If there are cult followers, we are your cult followers. Those people who are now around, benefiting, making appointments, taking decisions, they were afraid to stand by you. If they were not afraid to stand by you, they will not go and be contesting for House of Rep and so on. If they actually believe that you win the election. They wanted a bird in hand is worth more than 1,000 bells in the bush. That was what they were saying. We stake everything and stood by you. Today you brought them So they laugh at us, they're taking. They were afraid to offend people. Today they are the masters. So when Bola Tinubu is traveling on a very dangerous path, and if he does not correct it and change some of these appointments, even we who are his hardcore supporters will not be able to stand with him. It's up to you. If you feel that you are comfortable now, things are going to be easy now. They tell you that you can do whatever you like. You can do what Buhari or worse than what Buhari did.
Nuisance, Lele.
Baba nuisance. So that's Asari. And I actually have a song. You know, you remember that song? Turn by turn, oh. Najagaban turn, oh. Wait for your turn. I'll bring you that. So that was the lamentation, verse 6. I'm sorry, verse 7. I said, Abi, and then the recent one where Asari is trying to remind us that the Fulanis are coming. They are coming right now. They are, and Tinubu is not calling on Tinubu to save us. It's actually telling you and me that we will need to save ourselves, pretty much like what we have already known. And people like him did their best to enable this disaster, since they cannot give him appointments, since they cannot give him contracts, and he's done so much to get the attention of Tinubu. So I promise you that now you can now have Alhaji Asari coming to remind all of us that Fulani will soon kill us. But when we had a chance of ending it, he decided to team up with the sponsor of the terrorist. Now, whatever they promise him that he's not getting, is coming back to come and alert me and you. Tell him we've gone past that, by the way. In Abuja today, the children who are studying under an uncompleted makeshift building, they arrived at their school, or supposedly a makeshift school in Abuja today. The same place where the Wike is constructing a 15 billion naira house for shitty man. See where the children who came to school this morning, see what they came to realize. There will be no school there anymore. At least not for a very long time.
This is the situation of Early Primary School Bagusa. As we can see, the children are outside playing. The environment, the tents that we are managing, it has finally been removed by the rain that fell yesterday. The children are outside playing, not minding the situation on ground. We are calling on the AMAC chairman and the UBEB chairman to come for our intervention, because we cannot continue like this. There is no way learning will take place in this unpleasant situation, unprecedented environment. The environment is not secure, it's not safe. How can teaching and learning take place without shades? As you can see, the children are outside. Please, they should expedite the work. Look at the environment. Staffs are hanging around. Everywhere is empty. We don't have a learning ground now. This is the situation of Early Primary School Bagusa. As we can see, the children are outside playing. The environment, the tents that we are managing, it has finally been removed by the rain that fell yesterday. The children are...
An unfortunate thing, but good enough. No child is injured, because they came to school this morning and their makeshift school was gone. So hopefully, what's his name again? Werewike might consider building them a proper school where the children can have, a place that is indeed conducive for learning. That's another talk for another day, Abi. Inside that same Abuja, where people at a Wuse market minding their business, and suddenly, because they said a prisoner that was being transported by the Nigerian police or something escaped from their van. And the next thing, they said the boy is an Hausa boy. So while he was trying to escape in handcuff, the police or the prison warders, they shot him. Now shooting him, he died. And the Hausas in that area, they just decided to go crazy. I'll show you here.
We're fighting and killing in Luse. Fighting and killing in Luse. You got to stay stable. We're fighting and killing in Luse.
I even have, I actually thought I had a video. 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. So I'm trying to put up a video. So I don't know why that's still up. Okay. 1 minute. Thank you. Right. Thanks so much for that. So what happened is I'm trying to put up a clip. All right. So then I've got this extra app opened. But I think I have fixed that. So thank you so much. However, they said that we have no idea of how many people killed. Okay, but there is one that is confirmed, and that is the escaping prisoner. Okay. Properties, cars, businesses, all of that. Some of them were burnt. Got video of where burnt cars. You saw partly in that clip, Bobby. Unfortunately. So also, I know I've run out of time because I want to take calls tonight. Okay, but I'm just going to make it quick, right? So here is a clip, and I want you to pay attention to this. There is this fake report, and if I'm going to keep it, I'll talk about it next time. We do not have that much time anymore, okay? And I do not want us to fully run out of time, okay? So I am going to wrap it up now before we take calls. And I found that video of Asari Dokubo after meeting with Tinubu, and he was feeling funky, was feeling great by himself. And I remember this song.
Na turn by turn, na jagaban turn, turn by turn. I beg you, wait for your turn. Come on. Turn by turn, na jagaban turn, turn by turn. I beg you, wait for your turn. We say na turn by turn, na jagaban turn, turn by turn. I beg you wait for your turn. I beg you wait for your turn. Turn by turn, na jagaban turn, turn by turn. I beg you wait for your turn. If you do anyhow, you say anyhow. If you do anyhow, you say anyhow. If you do anyhow, you say anyhow. You go collect woto. Turn by turn, Adeyinka turn, turn by turn. I beg you wait for your turn. Turn by turn, Adeyinka turn,
Continue. 70 years old man. Jesus is Lord.
Thank you so much, everyone, for for another wonderful session on Mayegun's Diary Political. We'll keep the rest for another time. Okay, I've got so much that I could just continue talking, and I don't think you'll be bored. It's just a lot of you, reluctantly go to bed, especially if you are working tomorrow. Oh man, let me just spend another 5 minutes, and that's how you're going to be with Mayegun for like 4 or 5 hours. I could sit here that long, or maybe not. But let's put a break to it. Okay, you too can be part of it by phoning in. And those asking, where is the number to call in? But then the number is on your screen. It is WhatsApp, and it's also a direct call. I'm gonna go make myself another cup of tea, just to a refill. And when I get back, I will take calls, and that could be you. Don't go anywhere. And if you have to, do not forget to like the broadcast. Like it. Share it, subscribe onto my channel. All right, and of course, I will see you when I get back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you. I have my first caller tonight, and I believe this should be Iruk. Is that you?
Yeah, this is Iruk.
Grand.
Yeah, I'm doing okay. First and foremost, I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you, Mayegu, for the way you propagate the information. You are too much, Baba. And I want to thank our followers, wherever they are. I say thank you. Even those on the platform, those who are listening, those who are chatting, I want to thank everyone. Well, you don't choke Asari. You don't choke him. The lamentation don't choke him for truth.
And he never starts.
No, sir, yeah. You don't choke him. Yeah, you don't choke him. You don't choke, because Tinubu, maybe not even Tinubu, they sidelight them more. Maybe now Tinubu members, they say, if they put in them, they will say, now, make this man come out, make him no come out. Maybe Tinubu don't even do anything, but They will tell, no, this kind of one, we don't want to make him come out as well, I beg. Make him just sit down there.
Video, hopefully, Tinubu goes
that's why he's making the video. So Tinubu, I say, make una call him. Now people where they sorry, Tinubu might not even say anything, or maybe in them they, but they keep sidelining. They say they don't want this kind of one. Make it come their way. They don't want that, you know. But you don't choke them. You know, whatever thing somebody sow, the person must repeat. So that seed he sow. But we thank God say, all these things you are seeing is leading to the breakup of Nigeria, which you and I support. Now the breakup what we want, make everybody go their way, you know. So they will keep choking him, and he will keep lamenting. They are not giving him anything. That one for sure banker, he's not seeing any shishi. Yeah, he's not seeing any shishi.
Whatever he wanted or he expected from them, it will be the one threatening us now. It will be threatening everybody.
Yes.
And nothing you can do for Bola Tinubu. Tinubu will do it.
Exactly.
Yes. It will succeed.
Yes.
And all of that. It will be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But since the thing they come right now, Asari done they love us. Now he's telling us Fulani are coming to kill us. We must be ready. In 2024. Eh?
They are not coming. They are not coming.
Remind us now. Now in suppose they tell us now. Now we suppose actually be getting ready for Fulani that are coming to kill us.
Yes.
Madman.
Yeah, you don't choke them. So well, we thank God because God. I mean, no matter how we look at it, God knows what is going on. I mean, we are the people that need to be, you know, talking it, saying it every day. As you throughout this world,
exactly.
God is seeing our heart.
Yes,
you know, God is doing something. As you are throwing this war, God is doing something. Things, I mean, you see that revolution they don't want. It go come. Then go do them by force.
No be waiting the Bible talk me that for everyone who is religious. It says walk and pray. No be so?
Yes.
It says bless the work of your hand, which means you must be doing something. So if your wish and work every day like we are doing is to liberate ourselves out of this entrapment, right?
Yes.
Then I believe you that God will bless what we are doing because we are already doing something that we want him to bless.
Yeah, Baba, do you know, Baba,
I do.
Yeah, Baba, do you know why I started following you 2020?
Right.
You know, but when I listen to your content, I said, this man, you pass pastor. You know, you pass pastor. And the way you get this information, Baba, man, I fear you because
I don't
even you pass
I don't think the way I get my information that is different from others. I think the way I have managed to put all of them together, right, to make a story regularly. That's what makes
because some of the information you put out before the zoo journalism or those their news platform get it, you already send it. Do you think I don't listen to their? I don't listen. I don't listen to their. I don't listen to their news
anywhere for their place. So to them,
no.
You wait to Glasgow. How you take no? It's fake news, Joe. Then 2-3
That's
days
what I'm
later,
saying.
and now 2-3 days later, the news will be everywhere. Then they come tell me,
everywhere.
Sorry that I call it fake news. Then they come back to me. Nobody comes back to say, my ego, sorry, I thought it's fake news.
Well, I think no matter what anybody will look at it, God already brought you out for this mission. And that mission must be completed.
It will.
And that mission is to make sure that there's a disintegration.
Yes.
Then go scatter everywhere.
Because it's necessary.
And that thing is going. But for them now, for their own mere looking, they'll say, this guy know they do. But they don't know that you're doing so many things that have been changing people's mind. So it must be like that. So it must scatter, whether they like it or not. We keep saying it. But they will say, how will you scatter it? How will you scatter it? I mean, things are coming now. They are seeing it. You'll be seeing it. And
because it will happen.
Yes.
And very soon.
It will happen. Yeah, it will happen because the way people have been listening to you all over the world.
Yes.
People are not stupid.
No.
Even the church people that go to church, when they listen to your side, they will say, no, this one passed my pastor. Because everything you say it as it is.
Yes, sir.
You don't sugarcoat anything. That is why I keep following you.
I know.
You know. Yeah. So I think that Odobolu people, they are very smart people. You see, I was even looking at this profile. I didn't know that you and Rufai, you from the same distance.
Yeah, we are from the same place. We
I
are
wanted
actually
to,
a family. Do you know that?
Odebolu. Man, I must visit that Odebolu.
I'll tell you this one, before I take another one. Do you know that myself and Rufai, we are actually related, like blood.
Wow. Wow. Because the way you sound is the way that guy is signed too.
Myself and Rufai, we've never really had a chat. He's a junior brother to me by all definition, right? However, you see Rufai's dad, listen to this. Rufai's dad, Alhaji Oseni, we call him Oseni. Okay, Alhaji Oseni happened to be was actually raised by my own grandmother.
Wow.
When she was a little girl. Then she was living with that Rufai's dad. I mean, sorry, let me put it this way. My own grandmother was living with Rufai's grandmother, who was raising my own grandmother and Rufai's dad, Alhaji Oseni, who later became Alhaji Oseni, right? However, my own maternal, my maternal grandmother died. So that was why my great grandmother died. That was why my grandmother became the one that lived with Alhaji Oseni's grandmother. We're like, I mean, I don't know how to actually put that to you.
It's your cousin. Yeah, it's your cousin.
It will be my let me say, it will be my second cousin. Yeah. From the side of my
yes.
Oh, do you know we've never really spoken? We've never really talked.
Well, he believe in one Nigeria now, so we don't believe in one Nigeria. So, but I mean, I'm just saying that thing is in that Odebolu people. You guys are smart. You guys are smart people because the guy he speaks.
Great ambassador of Odebolu or Ijebu. That means we are representing.
Ijebu,
in our small capacity.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nice talking to you, Mayegu. Let me leave other people.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
You have a
bye
good
bye.
one, okay? So
You too.
I do have another caller on the line, but yes, I'm coming back to you, my caller. But it is true, all right? So we have a place that we call, Etonke in Odogbolu, all right? So all of us, from my maternal side, we have a place called Ideno in Odogbolu. So Ideno part is where our family tree actually started from my own maternal side. So from Ideno, our family moved to a part, our family moved to a part called Etonke in Odogbolu, while my great-grandmother then married my great-grandfather, okay? And what they have, and they have my own mom, my grandmother and my mom. So my mom came from a part where we call the Idiagbon in Odogbolu. That is Odogbolu. So most of the time, I kind of admire him from a distance, okay? And sincerely speaking, is one guy that even myself feel proud of. And I watch him from distance like a long story. So here we are. I've got a Charm on the line. Charm, are you there? I actually thought I got you, or did I not? Oh, I'm so sorry. So is that how your call dropped? Oh, lucky you. You are able to reconnect. Because I actually thought I got you earlier. I didn't know. I didn't. Can you hear me? I've got a Charm. Okay.
Good evening.
Oh, bless you. I actually thought you probably didn't know you got connected. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Good evening to you. Sorry about that, by the way. How are you?
No, it's fine. You're giving us a short history.
No, I'm actually giving all of you my roots, so I won't end up like that of Tinubu. So everybody can now say, I know him. I even know their family. I say, have you been there? He say, I don't have to be there. He told us.
We can trace your. No one will say, we don't know where this guy comes from. You can trace your roots.
You can call people and ask and be like, yeah, they said those places exist. Charm, there's been a long chat tonight, and it's pretty much like
I know
it's shame that we witnessed earlier.
But honestly, we've witnessed all kinds of show of shame from our politicians to. And let me start with Asari Dokubo. Now, this is a man who beat his chest and said how he was part of the people responsible for the capture of the illegal capture of Mazi Nnamdi Kano. What MNK was telling every Nigerian at the time, the Fulani incursion or invasion, right? These were things that he was drawing people's attention to and telling people as far back as a couple of years ago, right? And you came online and beat your chest about how you're one of the people responsible for the capture of Mazi Nnamdi Kano. Fast forward to now, you're sitting down somewhere where you are trying to tell us what we already know is happening, right? Now, if he claims that he's such a strong man, that strong man that he is, and he sat down there and was singing turn by turn, and he had like a bunch of musicians singing along with him. He should take that him and his strong man self, plus those bunch of musicians, and go and chase out the Fulani people that are coming to their land in thousands. He can do that now. He doesn't have to wait for the federal government to come and help him chase. He says he's a strong man. He doesn't have to tell us. What I'm saying is that since he in his own mind believes that he's smarter than most and he's stronger than most, he's such a big man, he's such a strong man, he can go with all those people that he has lined up and arranged, singing turn by turn with him. They should go and chase the what they call it, those Fulani people that are coming to invade their land. Can they do that?
If we try to
exactly, if we try to challenge Tinubu, and then he's not calling us. He doesn't have to call us. Since he's a strong man and they have the ability to give woto. They can start with the Fulani people that are coming to their land, is it not? They can start with those ones to show us how powerful they are. What we need to understand is that some of these people are just hot air. They just talk. They have no substance to themselves. And Asari Dokubo is a perfect example of somebody who has no substance. Right? Now that the Tinubu government hasn't favored you the way that you want, you now want to sit down because they plastered Mugu on every other person's forehead to sit down and listen to you because you have something. I hope there's no one paying attention to Asari Dokubo. The guy is as unserious as he comes.
He's now here for our own entertainment. Tell me you are not cracked up or so earlier when you are watching it. As angry as you might be, tell me it wasn't really funny. It's not a joke.
It was hilarious. It was like progressively getting worse. As in and I like the way you arranged it. You arranged it from when he was, talking about, Tinubu praising him and saying, hold me responsible to fast forward to now.
Full of himself that he was like, I could tell all of you come and hold me responsible. Now,
exactly. And if I was in Nigeria, that was one of the jobs, I would hold him. We'll all gather where he is. Oga, you said we should hold you responsible.
He said the job.
Where do we go from here?
Telling him that this is the worst government, which means there's possibility that most of the jobs that he thought it speaks for, maybe most of them are already concerning.
He doesn't speak for anybody. Asari Dokubo speaks for himself and his stomach structure. That's what he's speaking for. Now, regards to Akpabiole, I don't understand our government at all. In fact, I don't even understand Nigerians. One man, they came out and they said, okay, they shared 500 million naira, and the place is just quiet.
They switched his microphone off. Have you forgotten that?
Yes, they switched the microphone off. But the other guy that tried to turn it into a north versus south
so I have to point that
right?
out because some of you probably may not be able to actually pay attention to that part. It was so interested in turning it into north-south.
Into a regional issue between the north, exactly, and the So he's there saying, yes, he kind of like admitted that they did collect the 500 million, but that, yes, they're going to be doing boreholes and this and that. And in my mind, they said borehole 2024. Why are we so backward and so, arrogant in our backwardness? You actually stood somewhere where they can record it and put it out there that in 2024, you're still talking about building borehole in a country with 500 million naira and nobody's saying anything or doing anything. I think part of the biggest problem we have as Nigerians is ignorance and lack of education. And the fact that a lot of us are not, like they said, the people that we're fighting for don't even know that they are being fought for and that these are the benefits that they're supposed to have as people, just the standard benefits they're supposed to have as well, so-called Nigerians, They're just so unaware, so ignorant of it. And that's the reason why people can come and tell them in 2024, we'll be building you borehole. Borehole. You know, where these same people have traveled abroad, how many boreholes have they seen in anybody in the Western countries that they've gone to? And they send their children to, they go to, they visit how many boreholes have they seen? You know, and that you want to come and build borehole for us. And then again, another thing is this Tinubu that is telling people that, listen, anybody's governor that decides to give a portion of their own ancestral land to Fulani people because of Ruga, you need to chase those governors away from those are what they call them. They are useful idiots, right? And they are the enemies of the people,
they are
right?
The weakest link of anyone.
They are the weakest.
States, and they are dangerous.
They are the weakest link. They are the weakest link, and they are dangerous.
Very, very.
And I say that because they are willing to, like I think one of your callers or somebody said, change them or the demographic of your people, of your land, to please a few people who are not even indigenous to the place. So you need to be worried. Any governor that does that, you need to chase that governor away from there and chase away anybody that comes in the guise of, oh, we are, you know, we want peace. So this is why we are giving them such and such land. You can't be a Fulani criminal, come to my house and tell me that you are reformed and that it's okay for you to stay there. You are not reformed. And I should be in fear of my life if you should come near, if you should live in the same vicinity as me. So this is, I mean, I'm just want to say it out there. If people are out there and you have governors who acquiesce to Tinubu and give their pieces of land to any of these infiltrators, you need to chase the. That is where it needs to start from.
Because
that's where the madness
that is
coming
from somebody that says, if you want to live in peace, give me your land. You will, even after giving them that land, you will still won't have peace.
That peace that you're looking for will elude you because you have allowed the criminal. It's exactly, you have allowed, it's like an armed robber coming and saying, oh, no, they say, oh, leave your doors open so that an armed robber, for peace sake, you know, they will not kill anybody, just let them enter into your house and stay there. Are you okay? One day it will happen. That armed robber will kill you.
If people don't even understand what that means, your illustration alone should tell them that, is that even normal? Like somebody comes into your house and they say, yeah, we know we know the armed robbers and all that, but they said they won't kill you if you don't fight them.
Exactly, they won't kill you if you don't fight. Just open the door. Just
possibly tell them where the stops are, and they will go in and take whatever they want. Because if you want us to stop them, you know, they will be violent.
They will steal from you.
What kind of
they will steal from you. They will kill you. They will rape you. They will destroy you. So let everybody just, you know, open their eyes and be smart. If any of your governors decide to acquiesce to children and give you need to chase that governor away, and you also need to chase those Fulani people away. They're not supposed to be there. Let me let other people talk. I beg.
You have a good one, okay? Thank you so much for always. No, now that's another of our veteran callers, right? Usually it's so busy at night, but what I have noticed now is that even if it is busy, right? It seems, I want to try and get this up. Give me a second. There is, okay, I got it now. Let's hope I just did. Hello there.
Hello, this is I don't know how many years I've never got in.
I know it's been a while, but is that Austin?
It's Austin. It's not even a while, it's centuries. I've heard so many times.
I know it
so many months.
Forever. I know. How are you?
Yeah. I'm okay, my Egan. I'm really okay. And even though I don't make it when I called, but I always listen to your show because your show is like an opium to us. You know, we have to.
It's pretty much like a confession time. You know that, right? I told people yesterday, I keep saying it, that the way all of you feel about this platform is the same way I feel too. And the feeling is mutual.
Exactly.
When I'm not here, you're like, oh, I'm missing him. And I don't want to go and watch a replay. I want a fresh one. He's always giving us fresh ones.
Actually, watching it live makes so much sense. You know, you do the particle of it.
Then it becomes like, what am I going to do with the rest of the evening now? What am I going to do with the rest of the day now? This guy is not. So it's almost the same, Baba, but I'm glad that you made it through tonight.
Exactly.
It's really great to hear from you.
Exactly.
Austin.
Thank you very much. Thank you. So the issue is that whatever that is happening in Nigeria now has never been a surprise to me. it has never baffled me or moved me anywhere, because right from the first time I started listening to Nnamdi Kanu, because before, the way he talks, I don't like it. But when I said, okay, let me throw away him and take his messages, and I found that he was saying the truth.
A lot.
I found it earlier, at the earlier stage. 2014, I found it earlier stage that he was making a lot of sense.
From the word go, then. Wow,
so,
lucky you.
Exactly. So that is why whatever that is happening in Nigeria now doesn't move me no single time. I don't feel like something happened, because it's as if I know it's going to happen. It's as if. There is an illustration you gave now. You said the president is a criminal, a drug pusher, a drug lord, and the vice president is a terrorist.
Yes, by far.
And the Senate president is a criminal.
Yes, so.
And tell me how a country like that will function. Tell me. There is no way the country will function. The three heads are criminals. The three heads are criminals. And there is no way the country is going to function. So I don't know what Nigeria
too, Austin, remember?
Exactly.
By another set of judicial bandits, remember?
How do you even want the judiciary to function? Whereby, look at Wike's wife is a judge. Or is a lawyer. I don't know what she is.
Oh, she's a judge.
All of them.
Lawyer.
She's a judge
of the federal high courts. Yeah.
Okay, Miss Odele, the husband was a governor, and she is a judge. She was the one that came first of all. Yeah, she was the one that came out first of all to give us the test and said, in case you got this judgment, don't break this and don't do this, don't do this. She was the one that first of all came out. So everything about Nigeria is porous. There is nothing good that will come out of Nigeria. I don't know why people are still thinking that, well, by the grace of God, their things are going to change. By the grace of God, we are going to do that. I don't know why people.
They are living
I don't know why. Honestly. So sometimes when I see people telling me, because when I try to talk to people about, because I have stopped talking about this conversation every time, and whenever we try to bring it up, and I said, I don't believe in one Nigeria that is going to function. They said, my brother, leave that, and you don't believe in God. And I said, are you daft? Are you daft? Even the election that happened few months ago have never teach us any lesson. You will see from 2025, next year now, people will be telling you again, go and get your PVC. Go and get your PVC. It's because Obi and Atiku and the Kwankwaso did not march. If they would have marched, they would have thrown. As if they don't see the handwriting on the wall. That nobody's counting that the votes.
Things are happening right there in your face. You are talking about structure. The structure of criminality. You are seeing everything.
I don't know. I don't know.
Assuming those ones came together, they would have won. As if Obi and Atiku didn't come together in 2019. And we did not. You remember INEC server?
Yeah, of course.
That same one, they said will never happen again. Austin. It turned to be IRF and Beavers in 2023. Maybe not by 2027, ORAM and RATRAM will be the software that will conduct election. And they will believe them too. You need to go and get your own ROTRAM. ROTRAM is a new technology. They cannot rig. And you see educated people. They begin to tackle us.
What baffles me so much about Nigeria is that Nigeria claim that we are educated, we are smart.
Education.
And I have never seen the smartness of Nigerians in Nigeria. I have never seen it. Because if I take right from, there is one thing one of the callers said yesterday. He said right from the onset, Nigeria has never been good.
No.
He said for how many years ago, the year he mentioned, 1974, I don't know the year he mentioned, people were still stealing soup from the pot.
That's right.
And we're into the era again. So Nigeria has never been okay. It's only that social media came out and exposed everything. Nigeria has never been. My father used to tell me before, I remember when I was young, a bag of cement was 1.50 kobo, and I asked him, how many bags did you bought?
How many did you buy then? Exactly.
How many bags? He couldn't get 1.50 kobo because even though you said a bag of cement was 1.50 kobo, how many people have 1.50 kobo? In my own era, in my own era, I'll be 46 years next month. In my own era, I know when Pidgeot was set for 5,000 naira. Wow. Pidgeot, and nobody can get the 5,000 naira.
That seems like forever. Like you are talking about 1920, and this is just in the 80s.
They are still selling a
Pidgeot 5,000 naira.
New one, not second.
Hey.
Yeah, new one, not second-handed, not Belgium. Brand new.
Nigeria get pan that time. They call that thing again, pan, P-A-N.
Pan.
Something like that. They are the ones manufacturing Pojo, selling them in Nigeria. Then, aye.
My dear, it was 5,000 naira. Nobody can afford it. It's only people that buy it credit to pay, not many. 5,000. So when was Nigeria good? When? The contraption. Nigeria is a company. People doesn't want to understand this. Nigeria doesn't want to come out. All of us, we own that responsibility to come out and fight.
Yes.
But we don't want to do it. Nobody. All of us are keeping. Look at this idiot, this pig that is coming out now. Sorry that I'm using this word because it disgusts me so much. Asari disgusts me so much. He's coming out now to rant nonsense. Nonsense. He was the one hitting his chest. Say, I have a private army. I am running a private army. Why don't he use his private army to go and to fight the Fulani?
And save the people in Bayelsa. Hey.
And save the people. He said Buhari contacted him to kill the Igbos Woto. That he was there killing the Igbos Woto in Imo State. Now, nobody needs to contact him. He can go and do it for free. You don't need to. He can do it. Since it's his hobby. So I don't know why Nigerians are so adamant that we don't want to stand up. All of us, not only that, me, even including me, all of us, we should stand up. Because if anyone is telling you that, look, let me tell you, if Tinubu leave, the next person will be worse than Tinubu.
And even worse, exactly.
Do you know that Tinubu is making us now to think that Buhari is a good man?
It's already happening now. People are already saying that Buhari time was good. In my lifetime,
people are believing that.
In my lifetime,
that time was good. Hey. Imagine. Buhari has scattered everything and blackmailed Tinubu because they blackmailed Tinubu. Do you remember the woman that said when he asked Tinubu what is his blueprint for the North? Tinubu said, "I have nothing."
He had no plan for the North.
I have no plan for the North. If I even go further, they will kill me. Don't you know that they blackmail him and wait for him to make noise? Have you seen Tinubu visiting the area where the Boko Haram and the Fulani herdsmen attacking? Have you seen him? He can never say anything about it. He can never say anything about it because if he said, he'll do anything. Now, the whole thing is coming like this. No Nigerian want to think twice. All we think about is, don't worry, 2027, if Shewore can match with Obi and this, and they forgot that there was
together and they come together and they will defeat these people. I said, oh, Baba, you did plan for 2027. He said, no, I'm just saying, you better confess. See, some of you are.
Our people have Stockholm syndrome. Before the election, all the whole PVC, they were throwing PVCs away. Nobody asked them question. Nigeria didn't even think. Look at these people are throwing the PVC away. Okay, they remove themselves from that one. Now they go, they plan their talks. And even when Dino Melaya was telling him, don't call this election because the result. Don't continue.
No, continue.
He said, don't worry, we will rectify it. Everybody went to sleep because he announced the results. And nothing happened. And nothing happened. So Nigerians are still planning about 2027 to remove Tinubu 2027. I've never seen that kind of stupidity.
It's a repetition of the stupidity and expecting a different result.
I don't know. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Go right on, brother. We are behind you.
Thank you so much, Austin.
Thank you so much.
You have a good one, okay?
Thank you.
Nice one. That is my friend, Austin, calling in from London, I believe. I've missed him too. He's one of those deep, thought-provoking contributor. It's a deep, the way we just take it, you begin to be like, I used to be like, around people like him. Because they will just ask you sometimes, say, imagine, and you'll be like, oh, I agree, I didn't even see it that way. Oh. Anyway, my time is almost running out. Sorry for stealing from your time. But please take a moment, okay? Like the broadcast. If you haven't paid your offering, just go there, like the video, okay? And I want to say something to you. There are so many of you who actually loves liking Mayegun's Diary videos on YouTube, okay? But the reason why you're liking the video won't really show up, including some of your comments won't show up, is because you need to sign in into your YouTube. Go and get an email, all right? And sign up on YouTube, where you have your own YouTube profile. The same name you have there that you are typing and commenting with, right? That's all you need. Now, if you share my video or you comment or you like or you subscribe, everything will stay. But if you are not somebody who signed in onto YouTube, that you are just like searching YouTube and you came across this and you watch it, when you like my video, it won't show. When you even watch it, it won't really show that you probably watch. Okay, it will show, but it won't really count. So get on if you really want to help Mayegun to get to or reach more people, which I really appreciate. Okay, I'm so sorry, my caller. You have been there for a while. Are you still there?
I'm still here, my year, Baba.
God bless you, Baba. Your patience, man.
My year, Baba.
Irumole. Irumole.
It's
been a long time. It's like all you veterans, I managed to kind of get you out tonight, and you're all popping up. Baba, I don't tell you, how are you?
You just I go get Sky number, say I lie. Every time you use my number, I didn't go.
You know they go, okay. So what did you do? What did you do?
I go collect card, like straight. Another number.
Like you decided to go and get another number.
I don't go lie for you. I used 2 lines for my life before. Since when I moved from Sweden, come there 8 years.
Right.
Of course, I said, what's in the happen? I go, they call you and they get through. I said, I lie. I go, your daughter just tell me, Dad, you said you always try calling in on your Mayegun that you always disturb us with noise every night. Get Sky now. I just got Sky contract. So I said, okay. I just go town center.
And that's it.
Just go get another
Sky SIM. And the Sky SIMs are really nice because because
my 3 network I use since when I moved come here from Sweden. My 3 network
I swear.
Yeah, which is okay. About it, firstly, I go greet everybody for the house. Man. Good job. First, I go appreciate Madam. And I go really thank her for that because day easy. For you to come out in the afternoon,
I know.
They come out in the night. Say me, I don't get much to talk. All these things, we don't tell them. Say then go see Babanla Shege. And they never
they
see
blame us now. Say now we they wish it on them, but we were there screaming and said it will happen, or it will happen, it will happen. Or you said now we go cry, now we go cry. Now it don't happen now. They still they blame us. Say we are mocking them.
Marigo, please, everybody on the platform, help me ask Asari Dokubo. Say how far our market to
our markets. Asawana.
That man is a fool.
He's a clown.
At his age. Baba is a fool at his age. How on earth will you be coming out now telling people that Fulani men they are coming for you
in 2024? Like
in 2024. Like Baba, see, well, I don't go blame them because they don't talk. Say, is it 70 or 80% of Nigerians then get Kulu?
Now 73% now. It's their government.
Baba, you don't increase to like 75 or 80. Leave that.
With this pressure and this shege bansa.
Baba, pressure Brukutiwa now. Pressure Brukutiwa. Wow. Even see the senators now. See them.
Did you see all those dance of shame?
Baba,
because they know nothing will happen, Baba. Nothing will happen.
For the fact, say me, I be senior senator. What did he call himself again?
I'm a ranking senator.
I'm a ranking senior senator. I didn't collect though. You understand me?
And I did not go to the press and complain. Omo, they quickly turn off his microphone. Sharp. What kind of a country is that, Irumole?
See, the point is, you see these people, they've sold their soul to the devil. There is nothing anybody can talk. There's nothing anybody can say. They will never listen, and they can never change. The only thing that can end this thing is there is nothing like Nigeria. Nigeria should just end. That is all. Baba, ọ̀fun ọ̀tí tọ̀sí gbẹ̀gìrì owó Yorùbá ní kí ẹlẹ́kọ̀ọ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹlẹ́ kó ń kálukú kó ń pín ẹ̀. Baba, aláàṣemọ́ tipátipá kọ̀ náà. Ọ̀fun ọ̀tí tọ̀sí gbẹ̀gìrì kó ní kálukú kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹlẹ́ ní. Look, everybody they go in way. Not be by force. You understand me? Because now for only that
what they do unity begging. We are one. We are one. Baba, our leaders are the problem. All of us should come together. Abi aye ni what to come together. Ojema Kobami. When you come together, this force together is what we are trying to break away from before they take our lives. And here you are. Some of them are here and asking for unity. We are all united. We are one united. You are one united. I said break up. You they tell me say we are one. Our leader is the problem. Our leader is the problem. Nigeria is this. Break it up and save lives. Irumole.
Baba, I know they support terrorists to kidnapping.
Sure, you guys.
But for me, you see those kidnappers, those terrorists, they don't ask for better money.
Yeah.
That's 40 billion.
40 trillion, no, not billion, no trillion. Sorry, Nigeria budget trillion. Law.
Baba, 40 trillion are small money. You understand me? They're supposed to be asked from like 100, 200 trillion naira.
But it doesn't mean that they will get it now.
It no matter. Baba, by the time when they go kidnap everybody finish, you understand me? When they go kidnap everybody finish, both for north to, for south to, for west to, you understand me? Nigeria, everything my popoye and bang.
They will just be like say, they will just say, Ogun State is under Al-Wajud Al-Tafil, the terrorists that have taken over Ogun State. So 4 million, 6 million people are now hostage. Ogun State are now paying ransom. So something like that. All of us go just know say they don't kidnap us. So. And we hold the bandits 10 trillion or be 100 trillion. God damn it.
Now waiting to end on that. You understand me? So for all those senators, most of them, one, they don't get shit. Right from day one. Me and the talker. They don't get shit.
And they say, you know, if you shame, shameless, you know.
At all. Those not somebody father.
Now.
No, just imagine, me and you, as we did here now, See, not be say we even they hold any political post though. No. You understand me? Say normal, say person they work for this UK. You understand me? You can't go commit one small crime for your place of work. You understand me? They can't sack you or then give you query. If you reach us, what do you want to tell your children? Say, I'm not going to work tomorrow. And you know children who will be born for this country. They'll begin asking, Dad, why are you not going to work? So what do you want to tell them? So this people, they don't get
really lie. Because you just have to tell them that they don't sack me.
You understand me?
At that moment, your rate go first cuts. Your rate card go first cuts. But everybody go pretend and feel sorry for you.
1999, they don't throw chair for themselves for House of Senate.
I know.
They take Agbada, they cover each other head.
Then when
they fight because of waiting, because of looting. So all these ones no be. These ones, this one at beginning, they wait to go see fight.
Scandal go past scandal now. I said that, Baba. I don't talk this one a while back. I
Baba,
you go to hear scandal every day.
Baba, then go through chair well. I tell you, you just wait between now and next week. As they prophesize and give them.
Because the northern senators now have been warned. Don't try also. If any of you try anything, we will suspend you and deal with you. And those ones too are probably looking at, okay, we are watching.
See as
Now.
that Yoruba idiot man. They bring both stupid ethnic
That's
division.
now. I'm happy that a lot of you saw that. That's how they have been doing it. They will be the one to come and say, why are you targeting us? Is it because it's a Yoruba? This is not good for our country. We cannot be targeting people because of where they come from. Like, who they target you? They say they steal money. You don't change until we should not. This country belongs to all of us. We should not be targeting people where they come from. They have been doing it for decades, and people have been unconsciously repeating the same thing, and they have started believing them. See them.
Baba, me and you know that. Àléyàn jalè ẹni
ló ń fẹ́ wọ́.
Ẹ ló ń fẹ́ wọ́.
Ọmọlé èèyàn ń jalè pé ẹ ló ń fẹ́ wọ́. Àdàpé olè kọ́ lọ́mọ mi ń fẹ́ wọ́ ni. Ẹ ṣe pé ló lè.
My regards to madam and my children.
God bless you, Irumole.
My regards to everyone in the house.
They will hear you. My own regards to yours too, okay?
Thank you,
Thank you so much. You have a good one. So that is Irumole on the beat. Now my time is already packing up. I have a chance of taking one or two more calls, but I want to see if those of us who are here, we were over 2,000 at some point, and I believe that even if all of the 2,000 actually paid their offering by liking the broadcast, there is possibility that half of it will not show up because majority of you don't even have a YouTube account or email. If you have an email address, just go onto YouTube, that same YouTube on your phone, okay? Click on sign in or sign up. It's going to ask for your email. It's going to ask for your few details, okay? And then once you have it on, boom, you'll be able to do all of that. You can even be able to join me live on YouTube if you choose to. But here is Prince Jejeman. He will never want to miss a session like this. So, the Prince.
Yes, so Baba.
Jejeman, representing IPOB.
IPOB for life.
God bless you. How are you tonight?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you.
Baba, God bless you and bless you and bless you and bless you again.
Amen, amen, and amen.
You will live long and see your children.
Amen. Oh, I deserve it.
Any APC bad mind against you, back to send the Holy Ghost fire. Follow them.
Holy Ghost bounce back. I like that.
Yes, so Baba.
The Prince. Thank you.
Yes, Baba. Make I carry on quick. You see, best way make me call now that pig for creek.
Asari Dokubo. Tell me.
Yes. Because I don't tell him several times. He go know me now. Prince Jejeman. He don't throw word for me sometimes.
Yeah.
But I no send her. Yes, so I don't tell him say na Shongo. They go use and do sacrifice for Shongo. In they listen to your program.
See, if you go on online, there is still possibility that you will see the video of me interviewing Asari Dokubo. And that would be like
I don't know.
7, 8 years ago.
Baba, don't watch out now. We don't watch out.
Remember that time, And I watched him. I watched Asari. Man, I have been so naive in the past. And it was part of it's actually part of my experience. You know that?
Yes,
I have seen people who have, to me, anybody will just come out and say, this country is this. We need to do something. Me, I just believe they are honest. I want to be there. I want to ask them more. Oh, come, let's talk. But the older I become, I think with the experience, the wiser I have become. Asari, he used to be my friend. Of course, he watches me. Go on.
Baba, life is a teacher, you know.
The more you live, the more you learn.
I'm telling you, even your mistake is part of your growth.
It is part.
You see, Baba, Asari Dokubo You see, a message when they give now, it's just the same thing. It's like he's repeating what the Kano has been saying.
You know.
Do you notice that? Yes,
that's what he's doing now. He's trying to repeat what Nnamdi Kanu has been saying. Same thing he personally, Nnamdi Kanu's message, Nnamdi Kanu's message, liberated this man. I have to be honest. He became so close with Nnamdi Kanu. And then when he turned around and started attacking Biafrans, attacking Nnamdi Kanu, saying the Ijos and this, they are not part of Biafra, I was like, oh my God. This is unbelievable. But it happened.
No, Baba, you see the thing we're there for this life. Once you don't show bribe, if then they show you breast, you gotta go there soccer boy. And they tell you. I get what I'm saying.
I do.
Now there, now so that kind of person now Asari Dokubo be. You see, greediness, greediness don't blind them completely. You understand? And I say that in Belebi, where he face, where he go shop, now in the fight. You understand? But it's very, very good. The way when they happen now, the dog now is going back to his vomit. He said, Nnamdi Kanu is this, Nnamdi Kanu is that, Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist. Is he not speaking like a terrorist now?
Yes.
By talking against Fulani, saying the thing that Fulani is doing, which he was covering up before. Now that is where he's going back now. Is it not a dog going back to his vomit?
It is.
Asari Dokubo, shame on you. Shame on you. You see, Ijo people self, they are ashamed of you. You understand? This is why they say Ijo people, by people, if your people are with you. You're your own, no. You're your own, because a betrayer can never be with his people. A betrayer, once a betrayer is always a betrayer. Asari Dokubo, they hear us now. That's why they talk to his face. Yeah.
Baba, it be like say Asari, Asari go sit down for that in big house, okay? In Kalabari Kingdom. And imagine you get big TV like that. Come sit down there, they listen to all of us like this, because they know they mind them, they be useless. These people they talk about me. And if you come there, they say, well, it no be their fault. Tinubu Kosa. No be their fault. Tinubu Kosa. I mean, they talk about it. I mean, because imagine how it will be. People watch this Mayego on a very big screen in their houses, right? Then imagine now they talk about now you are there like, Nami, Tinubu Kosa. Oh dear.
Mayego, if you Mayego, do you know that if you're a comedian, you're going to be superstar for comedy?
I was going to be a comedian if they didn't kick Benga Adeboye. I promise. See, I was going to be a radio comedian, presenter, and all that. I told you that before. Now.
There's nothing you cannot dramatize. I swear.
Because I mean, now, Niger.
Baba,
I just thought about that. Go on, Prince.
Yeah, Baba. You see, another part is this. I want to call on every pastors in Nigeria, all the big churches, because they are watching your program now. House on the Rock, Redeemo, the one in the Abuja, waiting be name. I'm not sure what is his name. Pastor Chris, all of you are listening to us. This Nnamdi Kanu is a prophet, is a high, what did they call him for Bible? Major prophet. A major prophet is inside prison, and all of you are keeping quiet. You are all going to hellfire. All of you are going to hell. If you venture die, now you are going to hell. A major prophet is inside prison, and all of you are keeping quiet, and people will come and contribute tithe and offering for you. You will use to go and buy private jets. So if it is Adeboye that is inside prison now, all of you will keep quiet. No. Or if it's Pastor Chris that is inside prison, all of you will keep quiet.
I don't think
everything now the Kano has prophesied, everything is prophesied, all of them have completed. The only thing we are waiting for now.
All of the bogus allegations they brought against him, every single one of them has been trashed in their own courts, but they choose not to obey any of those judgments. Please let me add that.
God bless you, Baba.
God bless you too.
What did they tell them is this, Baba? only thing that is remaining among all in the kind of prophecy now, it is Biafra. That is the only thing that is remaining. Right. And we are confident, 1,000% confident about that, because that Biafra is coming. But what I'm telling all of you, if you all do not stand up on the Kano, you see this Fulani floodgate of hell. It will close all of your church and it will take all of your head one by one. If all of you, as you are all listening now, the Kano was fighting for all of you so that this Fulani jihadist terrorists will not overrun you. They have not brought in Hamas. Buhari went to Afghanistan and gave them $1 million.
$1 million, Prince. $1 million in Afghanistan.
So back Fulani up in case if they started their war in Nigeria and they are failing, so that they can come and back them up. Buhari paid them $1 million of Nigerian money.
And they said it is Nigerian government. How can Nigeria government go and donate money to Janjaweed?
Exactly.
$1 million.
And all of you, man of God, that call yourself man of God, your eyes are not open to see that you are that the PVC that you told people to go and take is their death certificate. You didn't see that. You didn't see that the court in Nigeria, all the judges like a vulture with vulture wig on their head. You didn't see that all these people, they are all terrorists. You didn't see that. And you all stand up, tell people to go and get their PVC. See where the whole Nigeria are now. See the kind of pain, see the kind of hunger, see the kind of death upon Nigerian people. The malaria medicine now, the best one that can cure you malaria in Nigeria is up to 35,000 naira, Mayegu, as I'm telling you.
Now to hold the neck of that mosquito.
Yes, how many people that can afford it?
Grab the neck, you. In Nigeria.
How many people can afford this Mayegu with their minimum wage of 30,000 naira?
People will just be dying like mosquito too, right? See, anybody like mosquito one bite, hold the neck. If mosquito suck your blood and hold the neck so that at least if you go get malaria, you could get the hell.
Mayegu. Mayegu, they can't feel my mosquito net.
And then kill everything on your body, because you see, me, I can't say mosquito should not chop people, right?
I beg you, I'm not laughing, no. I am crying, to be honest. I am crying where I am. Mayegu, I am, to be honest with you, Mayegu, I am abroad. I'm tired of staying abroad. I want to go back. There's no place like home. Abroad where you are a slave. People that are in Ukraine now, all of them, everybody all run away, including that pastor they called Sunday there that was making mouth one time supporting Buhari. He has run away. He has escaped.
Wait till be that Sunday Adelaja or something.
Agbalaja, what he called that criminal there. He has run away.
Ukraine, the guy did now be Finland.
Now Ukraine is there now, Baba. Now Ukraine and that one. They support Buhari now that one. Yes, now.
Now he's no longer Ukrainian, no. He's back somewhere now. I think he's in Nigeria now, temporarily. Don't go find somewhere else.
No only God know where he run to. No only God know where he run to. You understand? If you go there, he go start. Now if you that Buhari guy now, if you go there, he go start the Titan offering again there. You understand? And our people are dying. All of them. They are see the brothers somewhere. They're born hard to artists. No BBC it couldn't be a headline. And the one pastors in Nigeria, all of you are going to hellfire. All of you are going to hellfire. Any country where you are in America, you are in the UK. If you want to break out there, you will run away from there. You will know. Remember that there's no place like home. You understand? Because there's no permanent place thing in life.
I know.
This is one thing that our people don't know. You see? My good general, beg, I can leave you. May other people call, I beg.
You have even done the rest of the job for everybody. So you are going to be my last caller tonight. And everyone will have to keep theirs till tomorrow's afternoon, okay? But you have done well. Thank you.
Mayego, on a final note, please, can I drop one more?
There is always a final note, Prince.
On the final note, please, my Yoruba nation people, Oduduwa nation.
Yes.
Fulani, the other day, 3 days ago, Mayegu, you showed us Fulani threatening Yoruba in their own land.
I know. Speaking Yoruba.
This way speaking Yoruba, that's my even concern. And tomorrow, that mad terrorist will tell you that is Fulani Yoruba. Do you understand?
I know.
And he's threatening Yoruba in Yoruba land. Please, what I'm saying to Oduduwa people, have plan A, plan B, and plan C, and even plan D, because it is coming. The floodgate of hell is coming.
It is. Prince Jejema.
Mayego, God bless you. Good night,
you too.
Good night, everybody.
Send me well to Madam, okay? And thank you
Thank
so much.
you, you too, dear.
Prince Jejema, representing IPOB for life. My time is so hot now. If I mistakenly take another call right now, I am going to be in this place for another maybe 10-15 minutes. Save me that. Remember that we've had an amazing afternoon. We will have another one tomorrow. Okay, I promise. And if you by any chance up early in the US tomorrow, let's say from 8 a.m. in the morning, and you could still listen to Mayegu. And if you have enough time, you could also call in. And you see what you wanted to say tonight that you can't say, right? Or you're unable to. Tomorrow may be the chance. And I want to say thank you to every one of you who has been with me all night. My super chatters, the commenters, the likers, the sharers, and even those who disagrees with a lot of what we have said on this platform tonight. You all played your parts, and the entire session has come to an end now. Thank you. And I hope that this entire 3 hours you spent with me tonight won't go to waste. There's something you have picked from it, or many things. And since you can tell yourself that you know better now, do you know what you need to do next? Every time you know better, you are expected to do better. To whom much is given, much is expected. You can't be spending 3 hours with Mayegu, or even 5 hours in some cases, daily with Mayegu, and you are still remaining the same person that you were before. Oh, come on, man. That would be a waste of time. So I hope you got something that you can work on and be better than who you were before the beginning of the broadcast. You are supposed to be better. Every session is meant to make you better, make us better, well-informed, enlightened, educated, and at the same time, understand what is called community. When you know better, you do better. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I am going to see you some other time. Until then, do not stop watching Mayegu. You have a wonderful evening and good night.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. àní máyégún làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Máyégún diary na him be number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
òkúra olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa bí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Máyégún ti dé.
máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. máyégún ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.